Greetings. Now you see, this is Black Light. You see the title of this, Slavery Reparations, represents Steve Cohen. That's a Jewish name. Constitution and Civil Rights and Liberties. All this is just a stall, a waste of time. You know, they con men. See, the Constitution, we never did swear to uphold the Constitution because we were in the act of being servants and slaves and prisoners of war when the Constitution was written. George Washington had slaves and all of them had slaves. We were considered property of these people. I know everybody gonna say, well, there was some black men that had slaves, but we not categorized properly as being slaves. We're categorized, we should be categorizing ourselves as prisoners of war first, working against our will. We wasn't in no debt. See, a whole lot of white slaves were debt slaves. You know, they working off of debt. You know, and or some other kind of agreement they was working off, but for a limited time. They only were being slavery for 10 years, 20 years, but not no hundreds of years. Let me switch subjects right quick to strategy, how we should deal with the games that they play with us. Now, the younger generation, some of y'all are in tune to the new vibe on being independent. But a lot of brothers and sisters want to be African Americans. They want to be a part of this. So this is what they're counting on. They're counting on that it's a significant amount of brothers and sisters or black people that want to be a part of this government, African Americans. Now let me tell you something. If that's your aims to be African Americans, well, you're joining up with a bunch of crooks, a bunch of gangsters. They make gangsterism look so sophisticated and admirable. They make gangsterism look so holy and righteous. But everything about the United States of America is unholy, and you can't recognize it as even being racist or calling it white supremacist. It's really Satanism. Now, the preachers, they preach about Sodom and Gomorrah, about how God destroyed it. But then they sanction, or either the United States passed laws where a man can marry a man and a woman can marry a woman. That's against God's law. That's against nature. And also, they could kill whoever they want to kill at will. Also, they can start wars at will. When they changed the money system over, that was against the Constitution. So now let's look at it like this. When they took this land from the Indians, they didn't try to keep the treaties up. They broke every treaty in the book. But the Indians wasn't strong enough to check them or bring them to justice. They didn't have the firepower. So what's been happening is they didn't know that they were trying to put God to be a prisoner of war. Well, they knew they was trying to make God a prisoner of war and a so-called slave, but they need God to help them. When I say God, I'm talking about the original black man. They need the original black man to help them fight these wars and to help them maintain this land and help them to crook all over the world. So they turn the black man and black woman, they are turning them into crooks and gangsters. It's the American way, like Nino Brown said. So now this is what I suggest. Every city, they say you can't fight City Hall, but in every city, we give a reparations rally. Those who want reparation, have a reparation rally day. Then you sign a petition in that city, at City Hall. Then also sign and say if you want to pay taxes or not. If we going out on strike. Just like when we was working out at Dodge, Maine, or one of the Chrysler plants, and we go out on strike. How did we do that? Well, we knew we was going to go out on strike, so we had a strike fund. Well, you just save a portion of your income to have a strike fund instead of playing the lotto, instead of going to the casinos, instead of getting dope. Have a strike fund, because the whole country gonna go out on strike. Then each city give a mass rally around City Hall. Then we give another million-man march. This time we want reparations. Now that was the only thing that was good about the million-man march, was we proved that 2 or 3 million black men, black women who come together. But as far as the money, we say that for the strike. We put it in a fund. We say that for a strike. Another thing we got to do, get all the black lawyers, have them join up together for reparations. Because we might could sue them. We might could sue. You understand? So if all the black lawyers come together that want to fight this battle, y'all give a rally. Include the Moors in that too, because the Moors, they say they wrote the Constitution. If they can prove that, then we might have a hell of a case. Because reparation does mean to repair and make whole. And if they held us back from education for 400 years and they kept on being educated, that means we 400 years behind now. See, a man that don't treat you right ain't gonna teach you right. So they say you can't fight City Hall. I say you can not only fight City Hall, you bring City Hall down to the knees, because the people is supposed to be the government, not Congress. The Congress is supposed to be servants of the people. I mean, you got a lot of ways y'all can deal with this, but the thing is, those who gonna fight with each other and be on the same team, you got to get a consensus. And once you get that consensus and get a list of volunteers sign up to fight this battle, then you can have million-man marches and everything else. And it'll snowball like a snowball rolling down the side of a snow-covered hill. It'll grow. Black light. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.